What's up, guys? It's your girl Kelli coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot B in Boston. Okay, so this video is a little bit different than something that I would normally put out, and I don't want it to be seen in a negative light, but I also do need to bring this knowledge to you guys. So the other night, we were sitting in bed, me and my twin flame. I was, of course, working or doing a million things like I always do, my phone, my computer, my cards, and he's sitting there and all of a sudden he starts laughing. I ask him what he's laughing at, and he takes the TV remote and he pulls up YouTube and he puts up this video. And it's, it says something about a 2-hour lesson on how to learn the tarot. So I looked at him and he's laughing, and I said, I really, really don't want to watch this, but I think I'm going to just for educational sake. He turned on this video and I made it through about 35 minutes before I nearly lost my shit. This person is a new beginner and is trying to teach you guys how to learn tarot in 2 hours. To say this was the biggest hack I've ever seen is an understatement. The tarot is not to be played with. It has its meanings. It has very deep meanings. And to understand that, you have to do years and years and years of research before you can try to teach a tarot class, especially 2 hours. There's no way to learn the tarot in 2 hours, I promise you. And if you have, I need you to clear that all out of your head, take a break from your channel, if that's what you're doing, and put down the cards. Go to somebody who teaches tarot, who you trust, who you know has the information. Go to someone you trust. Yes, it's not free, but you will get the correct information. The things that I heard coming out of this individual's mouth, I nearly fell off the fucking bed, okay? This person is saying how the 4 suits have to do with the hierarchy when it comes to money. That is not true whatsoever. He was saying that this suit belongs to people who are poverty level and this and that. Those suits have nothing to do with anything to do with the hierarchy in the socialites and all of that. These 4 suits were created, strangely, by societies that you don't even believe exist, or you don't even know, you haven't followed up on, or you aren't aware of. Some you may have even heard of. The Knights Templar, they had their hands in the tarot deck. It has been changed many times throughout the years, even by the church, by the Rosicrucians, by, the Knights Templar, anyone you can think of has put their hands in these cards. These cards represent the information that they died trying to pass on. And so when I see somebody saying that it relates to the social hierarchy of how poor you are, as opposed to this, being how much money you have, and this is the working class, and that's bullshit. And I'm going to tell you that right now. So the minute I saw that, I was already done. He's cracking up laughing because he's listened to it and he knows that this is bullshit by the way that I read and the way that I am. And I'm very respectful about teaching and about cards and about things like that. My head almost popped off. The things this guy was saying were just so off. The numerology was all wrong. He was a beginner making a tarot video for views and trying to teach you how to read tarot in 2 hours. Now, this video had 1 million hits about how wonderful it was because people were ignorant to the fact of how the tarot really works. So to them, it was chock full of information, and now they're a tarot reader. Except, he just gave them all the wrong information on what these suits represent and what they actually were made to represent. Each one of those 4 groups represents a certain hidden secret society. And so with this person just spouting off whatever that they're finding in some book that could be written by who knows, you've got all the wrong information. And so now you're trying to do tarot readings. And if you're wondering if they're not successful or why they're not successful, you cannot pick up tarot cards and play with them like that. If you think for 1 minute there's no karma attached to picking up tarot cards to try and scam people out of money and teach them and tell them all the wrong things, there is a lot of karma attached to that. These cards are very old. So many different civilizations have had these hands, their hands, should I say, on the cards and have changed them. Some have taken the knights out. My assistant, she has a deck with no knights. That was the church removing the Knights Templar, in other words, taking their power. And then they were put back in, as my guess is some of the knights did escape. So, I mean, there is very, very deep meanings behind these, and very, very deep symbology. People were murdered, and tons of people were murdered for this. And they've passed on their knowledge in these cards through symbolism. And it's so important that we remember these lives and respect the lives of the people who've given their lives when the church banned these cards. They were killed for even bringing these cards up or being found with them. You have to understand that a lot of lives were lost in the making of the tarot. They were banned by the church, they went underground, and then they surfaced again. And it's like, there's so much there that you don't understand. And even in the basic tarot class that I offer, I can't teach you every little thing. But I certainly do not put a limit on my tarot classes. People learn as they learn. But when I see a video like this, after 29 years of research and reading and doing the things that I do and putting myself out there with an actual gift, and I see some hack get on a fucking camera and start telling you guys this and this and this, and it's all of it was wrong. There wasn't anything in there that I could find that remotely showed that he respected the tarot or understood it. It worried me, because now we've got a bunch of people out there, after a million people looking at this, thinking that they know the secrets of the tarot. Well, they don't. I don't think anybody fully knows all the secrets of the tarot. I've been doing this almost 30 years, and I still find shit I did not know. And it will continue to happen to any good tarot or oracle reader. You will continue to grow. You will continue to find things that you don't know. But to try to hack a 2-hour class to learn the tarot from somebody on YouTube is not the right way to go. And it's not the correct information. You guys I can't stress enough how careful you really have to be with stuff like this. I swear I nearly died. You guys know me. I'm very particular about my tarot, and I'm very particular about the way that I teach. I'm very particular to make sure that things are right and I am teaching the right way. I don't put a limit to my classes and say you have to learn it in 2 hours, or you have to pay $350 and learn it in 4 days or 4 classes. I let you learn as you need to. And that's how I've always been, because the tarot is an ongoing spiritual journey that you continue to learn throughout the years that you use it. It teaches you, it molds you, it gives you the possibilities to live your best life. It's a divinatory tool. It's not finality. It's not the final answer. It changes with the dimensions, and it's deeply linked to the esoteric knowledge that is placed in those cards. And it's deeply linked to quantum physics. And back in the day, they were starting to realize that. You have to understand that there are secrets in this world that these people held the keys to, and they were being killed off. So they placed their knowledge in the cards. You have to look for it, understand it, read it, research it. You can't learn it in 2 hours on a YouTube channel. And so while it was against my better judgment, I didn't say anything on this video. I kept my mouth shut. It was way against my better judgment. I really wanted to tear this person a new asshole for even trying to teach tarot that he didn't know anything about. It was like he just went on Google and found some bullshit and decided he was going to teach tarot. And then up comes these 2-part videos of how to learn tarot in 2 hours, the easy way. There is no fucking easy way to learn tarot. There is 78 cards in that deck, 22 of them being major arcana, being divine life forces. If you think that you're going to understand those 22 divine life forces in 2 hours, good luck with that. But any of these good readers on here will tell you to take a class with somebody that you trust, that you know knows the information, whether it's me or someone else. I don't care who you take it with. But dear God, please do not go on YouTube and try to learn how to read tarot. Please. It was disastrous. I couldn't even watch the rest of the video. I was so pissed. I mean, pissed. And maybe it's because I'm authentic. Maybe it's because I don't want to be making videos just for people to see. I'm not money hungry. I'm very authentic in who I am. And I never try to rip you guys off. If you're trying to, do a ritual or ceremony, I let you know, let me make sure you even need to put money toward that before you do it. Get a 15-minute reading before you jump into something that you don't understand or maybe incorrect. And I found a lot of times people didn't end up needing those things. So if it's my authenticity and being too honest, I don't know. But what I can say is what I saw the other night was a fucking hack who just wanted all the views on his video and wanted to feel like he had the power of the tarot in his hands for 2 hours. And I guarantee you this person has never delivered a reading that's actually worth a shit because he doesn't have the knowledge. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's doing. He has no clue. He really just was so ignorant. It took everything against my better judgment not to say anything. So I wasn't a negative Nancy and I didn't attack him on the comments or anything like that. I left it alone and decided to make my own video. And I hope other readers will hop on here and agree with me that this is bullshit. Do not get on here and look for videos on how to read tarot unless it's done by somebody that you know and trust, has the information, has provided successful readings, that has a successful channel. I don't care who you go to. Like I said, it's money. But if you really want to learn the tarot and you really care about the true meaning of tarot instead of trying to hack people for money, spend the money to get to know what you're doing. People can see right through a hack reader like that. And it gives you a bad reputation. Once you give a hack reading, you may not even know you're hacking it. No one is going to come to you. If people aren't identifying with your readings at all, not even 1 or 2 signs, then clearly the way you were taught is not the right way. And you need to take a step back and realize that you're earning some karma there because you're giving people, they're making life decisions based on the information that you're giving them from the cards that you do not understand. Talk about racking up karma. Holy shit. So you're giving them decisions that or possibilities that don't even exist. Like I said before, being really careful with the tarot, the example I give is this. Say you have somebody who comes to you and you don't know what you're doing and you've been taught all the wrong stuff about these cards. And so you then sit down with someone and you give them a reading and you tell them that the person who has a restraining order on them or doesn't want anything to do with them is in love with them and that they just need to fight for this person. So this person grabs balloons and flowers and all this shit, jumps in their car and drives like a psycho over to this person's house, makes a fool out of themselves and probably ends up with a restraining order. Okay, so now they've made a fool out of themselves. This person really doesn't want to be with them and thinks they're nuts, probably calls the cops on them. They then get in their car on the way home emotional and run a red light and bam, a truck hits them and kills them. Now, had you not even given them the wrong information, they never would have got in that car. They never would have went to this person's house with balloons and flowers or whatever, horrified this person because this person doesn't want to be with them and's probably told them that. The cops never would have showed up. It never would have been going to court. This person never would have then got back in their car driving emotionally and upset and crying and ran a red light and got hit and killed. These are serious consequences. Those are real situations that can happen when you give people, as a tarot reader, the incorrect information. You have to understand that as tarot readers, we take on a grave responsibility of telling people how to manage their life decisions. And you need to take that seriously. I can't say how much those examples have probably happened, guys. I can't tell you how many times that's probably happened. But to see someone try to teach this in 2 hours with all the wrong information makes me worried about the information that y'all are getting out there. because y'all are getting some bullshit. These are some hack-ass people. And so I'm asking you, if you're going to do tarot, please make sure you're going to the right people. I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's anyone. Just make sure you trust them. Don't just take blind information off the internet and be like, well, it's on the internet, so it must be true. You know how much garbage is on the internet? How much untrue things are on the internet? I could tell you. So don't look to these YouTube videos. Yeah, you're going to have to spend money to make money, but you know what? That's the way the world goes. You get what you pay for. And if you're trying to do this for free and then turn around and then open a channel or, do tarot parties, you could be creating a disaster. And that person's life that we talked about in that example is on your head. How's your karma on that one? So really think, guys, the tarot is a divinatory tool that often changes the possibilities and outcomes because of the different dimensions we exist in. We exist from where we're living in poverty level to where we're living our best life. It's a matter of vibration to get there. But it changes all the time. And these things change all the time. Different decks read different things, have different meanings. So learning a basic meaning of the Rider-Waite and running with it isn't going to help you. You're going to pick up another deck and not have a clue why there's so much symbolization that you don't understand in there. So please, guys, my God, please, I'm having a heart attack over here about this. Do not do this. Please. I mean, I nearly fell off the fucking bed. I was so pissed. And I was worried about y'all and y'all getting the most incorrect information that I've ever seen for tarot reading. And when you're first new to tarot, it may look great on screen, but you have to understand the realization that you are messing with people's lives. And that is important. That is, you really need to take a step back and look. Any good reader will tell you, it takes years to master the tarot. Learning it is hard. You can't do it in, 2 hours or 4 classes. You'll learn basic meanings, but it's going to take years. So please be patient. Take classes with somebody that knows what they're doing, that knows what they're talking about. Don't try to do it on your own if you don't know what you're doing. You could hurt a lot of people, and yourself included, with that kind of karma. So guys, this is Kelly. It's your girl signing off, because if I don't, my head's just going to keep popping and popping and popping until I Aries boom. So please, guys, if you have questions, just ask. If you see a reader you love and you want to take tarot lessons with them, save up for the tarot lessons. I'd rather see you pay money than pay karmically or lose lives. It's not worth it. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off because I have an Aries reading to do. I'm getting started early so that I am not late. I do have a lot of doctor's appointments this month, so it's going to be very difficult for me to be doing videos and readings and email readings and this and that and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I've got doctor's appointments coming out of my ears. I went twice this week, and now I have 2 more appointments on top of the other ones that were already there. So be a little patient, but I'm starting early so that way that I'm not creeping into the next month when I get your readings out. I really don't like that. I used to have time to do mid-monthlies before the hospital kind of took over my life. I'm trying to get back to that point, so I'm going to try and record early and have that ready for you guys. I am revising the list of services, so I'm going to be providing more in the packages because people seem to love the packages. They love the weekly contact, the tarot, the spiritual chat, the what's going on, being able to vent or even talk about the 5D. So I am going to be revamping that a lot. Prices are going to be going up, but not by much. I don't gouge you guys. I never have. I never will. So yeah, those are the changes going on, and we're working on the website as we speak. That should probably be up soon. Actually, I got a peek at it. It was beautiful. And so, I will talk to you guys soon. I'll see you in the Aries read, and please save up for the tarot lessons. It's worth it. Trust me. This is your girl Kelly, coming straight at you from Queen Tarot B in Boston. I love you guys, and I hope that you will, comment, take heed, and listen, and go to your favorite tarot reader for lessons instead of trying to hack it. Please don't hack it. Oh, yeah, please don't hack it. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.